Good morning, you guys. Let me go just like I did yesterday. Okay. There's my son. Morning, Jennifer. Traci. Much better, Traci. I actually, as the day went on, it was much better. I don't know what that is. Jennifer, if you want to come on, the link is in there. Let me pull up. Okay, there I go. Morning, Vanessa and Peggy. I have some errands to do, and that's what caused me to kind of be a little bit later. But hey, that means I did jump up and, well, didn't jump, but I got up and got some things done and was able to go to a couple of banks I had to go to. Had to go to Kroger, and now I'm back. And like I said, I don't know what to talk about, except a very good high school friend of mine. He works at Kroger, and he had. Good morning, Kimmy. The link's in there. Oh, Casey.
Sorry, I forgot that my volume was so high because I've been watching movies.
And then I hear myself in there. But so my friend got approved for his military disability. And Casey, you know who I'm talking about. Casey.
Huh?
You know who I'm talking about, Barry. He got approved for his military disability finally.
Van Houten?
Huh? Yeah, yeah.
Oh, awesome.
So, that just, oh my gosh. Casey, will you please? You could put her up for a while too because she played with, she got to play with Tiger. You guys? You know, Kimmy, I was talking to Barry, and he knows about Porch Church, but he didn't know I've been doing this. And I told him, I said, Barry, I said, there's people that just come on and listen to me talk. And he kind of laughed. And oh, it wasn't Casey testing me; it was the dog. Ooh. But Barry said, "Well, you're just you." So he's prejudiced. He's loved me since probably junior high school. Yeah, junior high school. Hi, Adam.
I want to know why we're the only two people in here.
I know, right? Um, mm, Derek was supposed to be on. Okay. Okay. Adam, this is my breakfast. You guys, please don't judge. Yeah. 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 No, you guys, yesterday, I think, you know how a computer, will act wonky, like when Casey was trying to video the Bromley Stew episode and my computer went crazy. Well, that's kind of what happens if I'm thinking, worrying about somebody in the back of my mind. Mama, do you need your cup over here? Have you rinsed it out? Okay. That's all right. But it's like if I'm worried about something, and I'm wondering if it is stress related because I did have somebody on my mind yesterday, and I tried. I didn't think that I was really thinking that hard. The barista and the old lady dog. You know, do they make CBD oil for dogs? That's what I want to know. Wait, I got to keep my coffee pot in, the barista area. What's Wawa?
Was that even English?
I'm reading Jennifer's thing. You guys, I've got to call and see when my appointment is. I thought I put it in my phone, but I don't see it, and I know it's for this month. You guys will see me fiddling with my earrings. These come from Mama Kelly. Let me see, Kate. And they're so blingy. Little horseshoes. They remind me of the horseshoe bracelet, remember, Casey, and the horseshoe necklace I had.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I heard that last night on Derek's show. Kelly started giving her dog that's real sick, and they've been, expecting it not to go so well. CBD oil. Didn't he say he's doing better? Hey,
oh, my beautiful soul, my good vibe. Good morning.
And Mama's in here. You better speak to Mama.
Hi, Mama. Hi, Francis. How are you today?
Hey, everybody.
Really, Mama, you are so sweet to me anytime you see me anywhere. I just want to say that I love you so much.
Oh, I love you too.
Kimmy, don't let her sunny disposition fool you, because what she says to your face is different behind your back.
Oh, I'm sure.
You need your creamer? I'll put it in. Okay, you done got it?
What's going on, my friends? Are you doing that? Are we
Do what, honey bun?
Are y'all painting some stuff on the porch church this morning? Not what y'all doing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I will be going whenever Casey goes on there. I'll just join his hangout, and I will be doing some jars sitting at my little area. And Casey's going to be in there, and he's going to be talking and painting some canvases, and that's kind of what we want to do, Kimmy.
Yeah, I think it's amazing. When I heard that you guys were going to do like an art therapy thing, because I literally, okay, story time for half a moment. Without going into great detail out of respect for that I have children, but I was in a really not good relationship at one time. And it was very hard. It was very hard for me to even leave the house because I was that scared. And I started taking a class of art therapy, and it forced me to get out of the house, which was awesome. And I loved it because it was a lot of sort of like-minded people. And it was a way to kind of create, and put those things out there that were heavy on my mind and my heart, and just kind of leave it there. I love all types of art. I mean, you guys know that. But art therapy is really cool.
Very, very good. Very talented, Kimmy. Well, I haven't gotten any further than my little girl huddling, because now what's kind of, I don't know what to put in the mirror. Casey wants me to kind of do me now, but again, like doing the little girl, it's hard for me to think of me.
Mhm.
Does that make sense? I don't know how to put me now.
It'll come to you. It'll come to you. Don't force it. It'll come to you. You'll get it figured out. It's like any piece of art or anything you're trying to do, whether it's poetry. And Casey, you better get on and writing some poetry, boy, because you have talent. You got
He does. He gets that from his Aunt Karen.
I mean, it's take that talent and run with it, because that you were born with that.
My dad, he gets it from both sides. My dad did poetry. I didn't realize it till I found some of his old poetry. Some of it was dirty, but most of it wasn't. But anyway, he could do some poetry. And then my sister-in-law, she's been published. So Karen that does the quilt, she is multi-talented.
Quilting, I think, is another thing that's amazing. And I give a lot of people props for. I don't have the patience to sit there and do the same thing over and over. So I've tried quilting and knitting and doing all that, but I usually never finish it. I'm horrible about it. Horrible about finishing it. So I just don't anymore. But I give people props. So like my man's mom, my mother-in-law, is very talented when it comes to knitting. And I don't know if I've showed this. This is in the background of a lot of my videos, but I don't think anybody realizes how cool it really is.
Ooh.
It matches, number one, my couch and a lot of things. But look right here on the
Oh,
square.
yeah, the skull.
They're skulls. They're little tiny skulls on the little squares. How cool is
Hey,
that?
that is awesome. My daughter was like that.
I love it. I love it. I always tell her you should make those and sell it. But it takes for a long, long, long time to do something like this.
That's awesome.
I know, it's beautiful. I love it so much. So talented she is. My man.
I'm so glad you're on here too this morning. Are you feeling better?
Not so much. I didn't sleep last night at all, but I go to the doctor tomorrow, so we'll see what he says.
Well, when I go to mine, I'm gonna ask about CBD oil. I mean, I have to check with them before I take any medicines. I mean, anything different, but that's nasty. So I'm ready for them just to pass it everything so I can come off my medicine.
Right. CBD doesn't have, well, it does have a teeny tiny bit of THC, but so much so that, and it depends on the different types that you get, that it can't be, they make some that it can't even be detected in it. It couldn't even be detected in your bloodstream. That's how minimal it is. I'm pro CBD because I think it's helped me a lot, especially with anxiety or my fibromyalgia. For me, taking pills or medication doesn't work. It makes things worse rather than better. So I am all for it. It also helped me quit smoking cigarettes back in July, and I am so happy about doing that. My mom says that she could tell a difference in my singing voice from when I used to smoke until now. So I'm pro CBD. You can get different types, so just ask. Just get a kind that's THC free is all.
Now do they call you Blandine? Is this just to serve as Blandine Fretwell? Is your name?
Yes,
Blandine?
just to serve as Blandine.
Okay.
Hey, Rebecca.
Hey, Rebecca.
I told her that I'm gonna call her Bex because I always have her and the other Rebecca in my chats or come across them. And it gets confusing because I love them both so much. So I was like, I'm gonna just call her Bex. I hope you don't mind that, Rebecca.
There was, I think, 2 or 3 Rebeccas the other night on something, and then there was like 3 somebody else with the same name. So I just said, "Hey," the same name 3 times. It's sort of like everybody would say, "Hey, Darlene B and C," Darlene B, and I'd say, "We still laugh about that.
Mhm.
Morning, Darlene C, Darlene B. And now, Monday we have D&D, which he just jumped in, but he hasn't jumped in on here yet.
Yeah, that's right. D&D in the morning on Monday.
Mm-hmm. I think he's tired.
We talking about Derek?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Derek, I saw you pop in there. What a good guy. I was literally just thinking about you not too long ago. Not to sound all creepy, I'm thinking about you, Derek. Such a good guy. I'm telling y'all, he's like an onion. Each layer you peel off, you're like, what? How do you know that? You do this and you do this and you do this. Like, what does Derek not do or not know about? And where do you find this time? Oh, see,
There he is.
there he is in the flesh.
Good morning, Derek.
There he
Good
is.
morning.
Oh, don't sound tired. I know that was your butt. He was on YouTube all day into the night.
I fell asleep on him in the afternoon.
I know you did.
When you were talking boxing, apparently that's just like what I need. You need to talk boxing to me at night and I might sleep.
Right. That's just me and Mama having fun. But I want to thank everybody who came in yesterday for the wonderful pop-up sale last night. That was really fun. We had such a blast with that. So we're gonna be doing that every Monday night now.
Cool.
So it's gonna be a big show now. Me and Rebecca. Mama's gonna pop in once in a while, and I asked Kimmy if she wanted to when she's not busy.
Yeah, well, there's a few obligations that I already kind of watch or lurk in. And then also, while school is in session for my kids, because we're 2 hours off, I'm 2 hours off from a lot of the resell, like my closest YT world friends. So from 4 to 7 my time, which is like 6, to 10, most of y'all's, it's homework time around here. And my kids go to a very strict academic school, and homework is like 2 hours. So I have so I can't always, be everywhere. But when summer starts, or summer break, which is just around the corner, literally a few weeks, then it opens up. At least every other Monday, I should be able to have a little more free time on a Monday.
Well, I know we're going to do the first month, just me and Rebecca, and with people helping. I know Adam was in the chat last night helping out, and Kimmy was putting all the links in, and we had I don't know what to call him, a troll. He is a subscriber, but his dad came in later and apologized because he's 15 years old and he didn't understand what the auction was about, and so we just had to explain to him, and he apologized later on. He sent me a message. He says, I'll be with him next time so we don't have any problems. I know he wants to buy stuff and wants to learn. So
bless his heart.
Yeah, it's fine. I have no problem with that. Let's get the kids more involved, as long as the parents are with them and they can understand how this stuff works. That's how we get these kids.
They're spending all this money that parents sometimes don't know about. They'll say, yeah, just use this card, And they're getting things for these games that, games are playing online that, where's it going? I mean, at least if they buy something from an auction that they're going to collect,
right?
At least that's something to show for, what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, she was bidding on Rebecca's. She had 2 pairs of Superman socks. That's cool. Well, at least Darlene bought something. Look at her, she's almost. But those are going to be fun. You're going to enjoy those when you get those. They're adult therapy coloring books.
And you know what? What I have some, and what I want to use them for is doing the mixed media stuff. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good thing I have on black, so at least coffee won't show.
I didn't even
I wonder if what's her name got the coffee syrup. And remember, she said yesterday that she was waiting for it to come in. Who was that yesterday? Can't remember.
Tara.
Yeah, Fergie. Was it Fergie?
Tara. Forever LizzAnn.
Yeah. Yep. So
That is her name. I was drawing a blank on her name yesterday, and I could just kick myself sometimes for doing that, because it'll be like, I'll remember everybody's, and then there's one person I draw a blank on that I should know, and it was totally her yesterday.
I draw a blank on everybody, and every now and then it snaps on one name, and I'm like, okay. Ask Casey what his first gaming figure was that I bought him.
What was it?
You talking about Lara Croft?
You cut out.
no,
So you talking about Lara Croft?
Yeah,
Tomb Raider.
Casey loved Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
And I know they come back out with
Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't like Tomb Raider? You know.
and they came out with the new one, but I'm gonna tell you, nobody can rock it like Angelina Jolie did. They picked the perfect person to play that part. But she is my woman crush, so you know.
I don't know. Kimmy could probably pull it off. Can you see her now?
She has the energy.
Yeah, no kidding. We'll just have to have the paddles. They have the paddles chasing her around during the scenes.
Yeah, I'm most of the time I'm nice and polite, and I try to, mind my manners and be respectful, but catch me off guard and you're going to get the other side of me that's a little scarier.
Yep.
Somebody just yesterday had to experience that. So I was walking, so I went to go pick up my kids from school, and I was parked in the same parking lot I've been parking in for 4 years. I don't like to go on the little, down the street of the school, because it's like a cul-de-sac thing, and it takes forever to get in and out of it, and people kind of drive all crazy in there. So I just don't. It's quicker to just park in the parking lot, hoop it, walk, and then grab, my kid and go back to the car. Well, I had my hair curled yesterday, and I was walking along the sidewalk, and the wind blew my hair, and it blew it in my face. So I moved it out of my face. I was not paying attention to anybody around me. And this girl's like, I see you flicking your hair. You can have him, honey. And I didn't know that she was even talking to me. I was minding my own business and walking along, and I kind of turned. And I was like, what? She says something else. And I'm like, dude, I will come at you like a spider monkey, except I wasn't nice enough. And I just kept walking. I'm the person you don't want to meet in an alley, because I'm going to act a fool, and you're going to legit think that I need to go back to the padded white room. Oh my God. I'm like, are you talking to me? First off, you haven't seen my man. He's sexy. There's no way that I would ever even think about leaving him for anybody, honestly. He's good to me. I'd be a fool to leave him, no, don't come at me all crazy like that and catch me off guard, because I'll come at you like a spider monkey.
That's better than me telling somebody I'd pop a cap in them. That was years ago. I did, because they said something rude to Casey, and he was a teenager. So, and don't mess with my kids. We walked in Kroger, and we were walking back out, and they said something else, and there was about 4 burly guys, real tall and big, standing there blocking everybody's way coming in and out of Kroger. And I looked at my son, and I said, Casey, take the groceries to the car and turn it on and turn the radio on. He already knew that was code word for, oh gosh, Mama is about to go game. So I go up to the biggest one, and he called me the B word. And I just looked up at him, because I already had a 6'6" ex-husband that wasn't nothing. So anyway, I just looked at him, And I read him the right act without saying one cuss word now. Well, not then. But anyway, and the other people look like, oh my gosh, this is a crazy white woman. We just get out of here.
Yeah.
But one was trying me. He was just trying me. So I went in with Kroger and I said, look, you guys have some people out here harassing your customers. So they started leaving except that one. And he kept turning around glaring at me and saying stuff. And he was way away from me. And I done put my hand up sideways. I said, I will bust a cap in your
ATC.
when I said that, you guys,
That would have been amazing.
I start running. They start running, and I lose my mind. I'm in the car. And I said, oh no. I start following them, you guys. And every time they see me, they'd run because I guess they thought my cell phone was a gun. Because I had my cell phone up. I followed them how many blocks, Casey? I mean,
It was 2 or 3 blocks.
Damn.
yes. And before I finally got control of my senses, and on the way home, I said, Casey, don't tell your daddy.
I'll never forget.
You know how many people have been shot around here in the past? Now, that was a long time ago. Casey was still in high school. There have been so many people shot in our area that you've got 13 and 14-year-olds with guns now. So I'm glad that God has really helped me, because, oh, yeah. If somebody messes with your kid, you just lose.
Yeah.
You kind of lose your mind.
Yeah. Well, it's like saying that. It's going to be 17, almost 18 years now. My wife was pregnant with Kyle, my oldest, and we had to go to the DMV. So I'm holding the door to have my wife come in. A guy cuts in front of her, slams the door in her face. Now she's 6 months pregnant with my son. Well, I'm sorry to say, but he wasn't English. He didn't belong in the country. And I went right to his face. The guy had to be 6'4". I just was like, listen, you ass, get out. What the heck did you think you're doing? Why don't you come over here and come into my face? Come here. And the Capitol Police are standing right there because we're in the Department of Motor Vehicles. I'm going nuts. My heart's going crazy. I'm like, come on, come at me. Why would you even do something like that? Wait a minute. In your country, that's okay to treat women like that. Why don't you go back to your own country? And I'm going off. And everybody, all of a sudden, I walked away from him before I did anything. I turned. I went to the area we had to go. I sat my wife down. Said, "You okay?" And all of a sudden, I'm walking up to the desk to ask for the question. The person taps me on the back shoulder. Well, I turned around and I laid a shot into this guy right into his chest. Right? But it wasn't him. It was this big, heavy-set white guy. I laid a shot right into his chest, and he's like, dude, I know you. He goes. I says, oh, I'm sorry. I thought, I'm really sorry. He goes, dude, I just want to shake your hand. He goes, oh my God. He goes, you're a little fire tap. He goes, what the heck were you gonna do? I says, I would have beat the snot out of him. He's like, I just want to shake your hand. And I mean, there had to be like 15 people like that. All they did was start clapping. They were like, yay! Like,
Oh my goodness.
My wife was like, I don't know him. But no, you don't do stupid stuff like that.
Mama's back there steady laughing, you guys. She's laughing so hard, Derek.
Hi, Mama.
Mama knows I went pray a few times because of somebody being disrespectful to her too. So, and I pray about it because, pretty much I can keep under control, but sometimes, yeah.
I just have one question. Why, Casey, would MawMaw think you turned her oxygen off the other day?
Oh, yeah. That was hilarious. Yes, that was great. Come in here and fix this.
Come on, Casey. Let's hear an answer.
Look, he walks away. He walks away. What? Come on, Case.
Look, there is, I am an American citizen, and we have the privilege of pleading the fifth.
He loves your mama, but it's your time to go.
He want to talk about pushing her down
The stairs?
But just so you all know, it was not I that did it. It was her own daughter.
Oh God, man, we got a conspiracy theory over here. Oh man, we're in trouble.
Now we have other people saying it in the chat.
Oh, that's hilarious.
My Aunt Karen tried to make up her bed, right? And then she just so conveniently happened to unplug her oxygen machine, and everybody knew that they would blame it on me.
Oh, jeez.
And she would get away with it. Not today, Satan.
You guys, Casey had not been, this was a year or so ago. Casey had not been down at my mom's in a long time. So anyway, we finally show up down there, and every time she sees us, she's like, oh, I'm going to die. I'm having a heart attack. And I told Casey when we left, I said, if something happens to her, we're the last two people are going to say, well, I saw Darlene and Casey, and they don't ever go see her, and then she shows up dead. And I told Casey, I said, ooh, nothing better happened to her. And I thought the same thing when we went to see her Saturday, I think it was. And it was me, Casey, and Tiffany. And then my aunt's pulling up in another car, my aunt from my dad's side. And my mom, sure enough, got that arm up doing the I'm coming home, Elizabeth, being the Fred Sanford.
Lilith, I'm coming for you, Lilith. I'll be there.
Now look, you gotta imagine, my mom looks exactly like Granny off the Beverly Hillbillies.
Oh man, I loved her. She was so awesome. Is she that small?
Yes. Yes. And she starts pretty early with she don't drink from that jug, but she has that issue, and so she's pretty animated. You think me and Kimmy times 10.
Very ornery. Very ornery.
Rebecca in the chat said that MawMaw needs a bed alarm so that if anyone comes near and moves her bed, it goes off.
That'd be going off the whole time. I hated those things. They put one on me when I was in the hospital and in rehab because they didn't want me moving. Yeah. I'm like, Jesus.
I always do that every time I get oh, you know what? So today is my 1 year. 1 year ago, I got my last heart surgery. So yay!
Nice.
Happy Heart Day.
Ah, yay! And what was it hit me yesterday when I realized, because I keep thinking I had 2 years, 3 years till my next surgery. So that means I really only have one, maybe 2 years. But that's all right, It is what it is. I'm like pro status at some heart surgeries. And Michael, my man, he asks me, he's like, you're like a cat, man. How many lives you got? I'm all 99.
Well, my son wondered that about my mom because she's still just a fiery person, and it's like I still think that she could be the spider monkey on somebody, and she would have that strength to not realize, I don't tangle with her. I never have because I knew crazy when I saw it, so I would figure it out when I walked in the room. I would know.
Hey Kimmy, did you hear what happened on a live on Saturday night?
Are you talking about Jordan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jordan, it feels so bad.
I was in that chat for a while, and I left because one of my favorite resellers came on, I think, or something like that. Thrifty Dad.
Yeah,
Yeah, he came on. And so I left for a little bit, but then I came back, and I missed that part, though. I must have left again before that. Poor guy. They were talking about that in
Jordan pictures today. Yeah, Scott's today. Yep.
Yeah, I guess it's more than one person has done that before, but he looked tired when he first got on, so I was like wondering what was. And Pat D's being this. Gosh, I love that man so much.
He's calling his house.
He was like blowing him up. He was all like, "Is he all right?"
Darlene, what happened was Saturday night, DG Picker, which is Jordan, and the Fat Man and Flipper, my buddy Alex, he comes on. They have their Saturday night show. Well, I guess Jordan's he does part-time selling plus a full-time job plus kids, and he has one on the way. Well, he was in charge of the chat, so he's the moderator. All of a sudden, he fell asleep during the live, like literally snoring on the channel, zonked out. So Alex is calling Jordan, get up. Jordan, wake up. Jordan, wake up. Alex is calling me to try to call Jordan. I guess Pat's on the chat trying to call Jordan on Facebook.
I thought he had something wrong with him.
Yeah.
Really worried that the dude had was
a seizure or something. Yeah. Dude, he was out cold for 25 minutes.
And if you start the Google Hangout or the live, you are the only one that can end it. So nobody could just end it for him. He had to end it himself.
But you guys, that happened to MawMaw. But when it happened, she goes to Google Hangout, and she's got certain friends she does it with, and it's been a long time with them people. Well, I get a phone call, and she says, "Will you go check on MawMaw?" I said, "What's wrong?" I said, "Keelan, go check on your mama." MawMaw had become unresponsive, and we had to take her to the ER. Wow. So I don't know. It would have been real bad because her kidneys were just about shut down. And I knew she wasn't feeling good, but by the time we got her there, her blood pressure was so bottomed out, and her everything. I mean, MawMaw could have died had we not, gotten that call from her friend Judy. So she would not have made it. So, you don't ever know. Somebody just fell asleep.
No, he was snoring. He was out. Because I left. I was with Kelly, Hip Flip and Mama watching watching the fights. And I says, "Hold on a second. I gotta go. I'll be right back." And I kept her on, but I muted her. I went over and I'm sitting there going, and you could see him. He's there.
He's so nice too. I don't know if Adam is still here, but I know that Adam is talking about having you on his show tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. Yep.
But I don't know if he's listening, or I know you're going to talk to him. He should totally see if he can get Alex to come on his show, because he is amazing. Yeah. Alex,
which one's Alex?
Man.
Fat Man and Flipper.
Yeah, amazing guy.
I don't know if I've seen him.
Oh, you should watch him, Darlene. He's totally
hilarious.
The alley of people that you would enjoy.
Yeah.
He's a great guy.
Yeah, the thing with Alex is because he gets out of work at 6 o'clock.
Oh,
so that boy does roofing.
Oh, he's a roofer. I know about roofing. Did you know that? I can out shingle a lot of people.
It's him and his dad's business, and so they've been doing it for a long time. But Alex is almost 400 pounds. So just imagine. Here he is up on the roof. If something falls, man, you're in trouble.
Yeah, he's such a good guy. I really like him a lot.
Yeah.
He's got a good vibe to him, and he's just all around a good guy.
Yeah.
He makes you happy. Like, you want to watch him. He makes you happy.
Yeah. I mean, he's going through his struggles because he lives in Miami, that whole big deal. But, he's trying to make a positive for himself. He's been, 4 years, no alcohol,
That's awesome.
Yep. That's my boy. But yeah, Adam was funny last night. We had that auction went really well last night. I had fun.
Mm-hmm. Ultimates.
I had to switch my ear thing because my husband, when he goes to sleep, he snores real loud. So I had to bring it from this ear to this ear.
Mhm.
And then I had the dog. She snores too. And she was right beside me. But, I'm lucky, I started watching people in the jewelry community. And then I met all you guys that are resellers. Everybody's resellers because whether or not you're reselling jewelry or whatever you're doing. But you guys seem to go more into the technical aspects of things.
Mm-hmm.
So I've enjoyed it, and I can't help it.
And everybody on here still has to pick their car for Friday.
Is that in that video? One of the videos you put yesterday? I was gonna watch that. Literally, I was about to watch it, and when I saw that Darlene went live, I was all, oh, well, I gotta watch that.
Well, I put another one up today for the cars that are available. Because each day I'm going to do that, so people aren't saying, I want this car, and the car's already gone.
Because I have my son this week, and he, him, he likes to watch you. And it's usually when I'm picking him up, and we're in the car for like 10, 15 minutes, but then we'll get home, and I can put it up on the TV. But he takes my phone when I'm driving, and he watches.
Yeah. It's the big racing week. It's going to be awesome.
My son literally, I was talking about you yesterday, Derek, when I was... Braden was opening some fan mail from Dean Flippin' Particles.
Yeah.
He was so stinking cute on there, Kimmy.
He reminds me, like, some of the things that he could do is like Derek, where, you hold up something and he's like, oh, that's that, Mom. Oh, that's that, Mom. Oh, that's that, Mom. And I'm like so impressed by how well he remembers those things. I could never be a Derek. I can't be a Derek. I can't do it. But my son is just like that he can remember all of those things. And he was talking about NASCAR during that video and who he likes. And yeah, my son's such a little ham.
He's stinking cute.
I know, right?
I take it, yeah. But it's almost like I was talking to Destiny and Tommy yesterday. I PM'd them and we were talking and she was outside and she goes, hold on a second. And of course, who jumps almost on top of her? Who you talking to? I know who you're talking to. Let me go. I want to say hi. I want to say hi. He's like, that's my buddy. It was hey, what are you doing? Are you doing NASCAR? Are you doing cars? He kept on looking at me.
Fran Dean wants to know, so what are you talking about going technically? Are you talking about when Darlene was talking about the resellers who are more informational, I think is what she's talking about.
I think that is, yeah.
Because there's quite a few people that do. I mean, I know that we do a show, or I do a show that there's a few people that, we try to help the reseller community. And I know there's plenty of other channels. It just depends. I know there's jewelry people, that do that. I love the jewelry community, by the way. There's so many awesome people in the jewelry community.
Well, that's why it was funny, because when I put that piece of jewelry yesterday, I'm like, yes, NASCAR man does have jewelry.
Oh, now Dwayne's trying to get in on that kind of action. I'm like, Dwayne, really?
Oh,
you don't like jewelry.
He's so funny. Dwayne and his wife are great people.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no, you can go to a lot of people. You can go to Bearded Picker. He has a show on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yep, he's great for that.
Yeah. And then what's the one I was talking about today, Kimmy? About doing the YouTube channels. Remember? What is it?
Think Media. You mean teaching you how to do a YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Think Media. And I actually have been watching him for quite some time, and I didn't know that Scott was also watching him, but he is really informational guy if you want to kind of grow your channel. Also information on sort of lighting or what he likes to use. And don't, a lot of people, if you watch him and you see all these, cameras and lighting that he uses, like, it's not necessary to do that. It's a good investment eventually, but don't let not having the best lighting or camera or whatever it is stop you from going live. I mean, if you look at anybody's videos really and go back to the beginning of them, progress is what goes on. I mean, Todd Flippin' Hustler. He's a perfect example. You know, he just went live and without, you know, any particular lighting or anything like that. And he's still very simple in that you know, aspect. I am too. I mean, here's my lighting, y'all. It's the same type of thing that Todd has. There's my simple lighting.
That's it.
Me fancy.
Yep, I have my lamp right next to me. You know, I mean, I'm not worried about I want to go raw. I don't need to have the tripod with the $20 million camera sitting in front of me with the laptop beside me. That I'm not a vlog. I am not. That's not how I want to be. I want to be right to how. If you want to see me, this is how I am. You know, that's it.
Hi, Alex and Darlene B. I see you in there.
Hey, Darlene.
You have not noticed that it's so much lighter in here? We changed our light bulbs, Casey and Mama. No more of those soft white lights. So I walk in here even at night and I'm like, whoa. You know, the house is kind of dark. And I walk in here and it's like, but you know, they're low wattage. They put out the 100 watt, but yet they're just using what, 40 or something like that.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's one of those things where, I mean, I go to a place that's called Batteries Plus, and once a month I go and they have the 9 light bulbs, the energy light bulbs for 99 cents.
Well, these 4 weren't 99 cents. These were like what, $9 and something, Casey?
Well, that's what I'm saying. This is what this is. It's a company called Batteries Plus that I know they're around areas.
They have them here in Denver.
They have them here in Michigan too.
Yeah, if you have the coupon that they send you, you can get 4 of those $9.99 light bulbs for 99 cents each.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's that. And I'm telling you, I haven't changed the light bulb in I don't know how long in this house.
Well, these are supposed to last for I don't know how long.
Right.
So.
Years.
Huh?
8 years.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a million hours or whatever, something like that. Yep.
Blandine, he is getting things set up for right at 11. I'll stop this screen and I'll go in on the Porch Church Network screen and I'll go in there in my room and I've got some jars to work on. So I'll have my station showing. And that's what, Casey, you explain that. Listen to me. I can't even think straight today. That was even in my description. Go ahead, Casey.
What am I doing?
Yes, no pressure.
I think she's
showing us your legs
on one of the older videos. But today we're doing Art Therapy Tuesday. And anything that is ministry related is going to be on the Porch Church Network.
That's cool.
So Blandine, is Blandine, does she come in there, Casey? I don't think I've ever seen her in there.
I put it up there, but I'll drop a link to it. Or unless he's already got it up.
No, it's not up yet.
Well,
Now, Casey, have you? No, sorry, Kimmy.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Okay, Casey, have you done any of the books and done total research on the different colors and every aspect of your color palette on what they mean?
Are you talking Casey?
Yeah, Casey.
What'd you say, Derek?
Have you done any of the research on all the different colors and what each color means?
Like
red means love, blue means faith. You know, there's every color has a meaning.
Wow, I did not know that.
I didn't know that.
In the art therapy program, that's you gotta each one has a different meaning. So
well, that's good. That's something that can be looked up, and we'll we'll be able to, Case will be able to explain it.
Mhm.
But now look, Monday morning
Mhm.
is the D&D show.
The D&D show.
Double D.
Yep, that's it.
You should call it the Double D show.
There you go.
Well, the funniest part is Adam kept on putting up D&D, 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 and I'm sitting there going, Dunkin' Donuts? That's all. You remember around here, Dunkin' Donuts, we have one on every corner.
Well, look, I feel like I've been eating some extra Dunkin' Donuts. So, I mean, it could have been saying, Darlene, you're looking like you're eating a little bit too much Dunkin' Donuts there.
She needs to eat a chocolate cruller.
Donuts sound good.
I mean,
We don't have no Dunkin' Donuts here in Michigan.
look, from here
There is
up, I do good. I can hide all that. But I just happen to have a slim neck now. So
I can remember when I was a kid, I would go down to visit my grandparents down in Florida. And literally, we would drive down, and once you hit New York, you didn't have a Dunkin' Donuts until Virginia, and then you didn't have any all the way down. And when they finally opened up the first Dunkin' Donuts in Florida, it was literally like around 2 blocks to try to get in the first one that people, once they tasted the coffee, they were like, oh my God.
Yeah, we don't have any Dunkin' Donuts up here.
Yeah, we do. Well, we have everything in Denver, though, pretty much. I mean,
the thing with your donuts, because I've done it when I was out there, to try to make the donuts is so much harder to make them where you are, Kimmy, than they are here.
why do you say that? What do you mean?
You have to make the mixture different.
Well, yeah, there is the whole altitude thing does make a lot of things sort of change in the cooking part, but you adjust it's like temperatures, to even the oven. I don't set it by if I look at a recipe, I have to not do it exact. But yeah, you're right. That would make sense as to why it would be a little different. You get used to it though.
Right.
I spent the night with my aunt. I spent the night with my aunt, and she worked at a donut shop. And it smells so good in there. But then after I was in there a while, and I went to do it at 4:00 in the morning. But after I was in there a while, it did not smell so good.
Darlene, my good vibe. You just hit Alice. I don't know how you did that, but I'm guessing it was by accident.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how you did that. Do you want her hidden? Oh, she's smiling. I don't know what she's trying to tell me.
Do what?
You hid Alice.
You have to go back up to Alice and click back on her.
Okay.
I just did it. It should be okay.
Okay, good job.
Wait, what happened?
All right.
I'm
There
hiding,
you go.
but I was like, I don't know if you did that on purpose or what.
Yeah, we got it.
Was Alice.
No, that was me.
No,
And
it was you.
if I hide somebody,
Yeah.
it is with really, really good reason.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
not my circus, not my monkeys.
Thank you,
I
Adam.
don't have my
You put
coffee
Adam
station
in the
right
chat.
behind me, but I got to get another cup. I'll be right back.
Everybody's talking about coffee. That's all we got to worry about. Hey, we got to get everybody to get that coffee milk, though. I'm waiting for it.
I'm going to get that
Eric.
sooner or later. I mean,
Oh, and Darlene, I'm going to be working on your picture this morning, and I'm going to also be working on Don Maserati's.
Cool.
That's awesome. I didn't know you were, and honestly, I didn't know you were into art, Casey. That's awesome.
yeah.
I love painting.
I'm going to tell you,
I did too. I knew you did. My good guy.
Casey can play a tune on anything he picks up. a violin, just about, you know, he has an ear for music. He has the eye for art. And so he's
a Renaissance.
Yeah, what do
He
you
is
like?
touched by the hand of God.
Yeah.
What do you like to paint, Casey?
What do I like to what?
What do you like to paint?
Well, I'm doing something differently. This time I'm going abstract, but I like to paint still life.
Nice. That's awesome. That's hard. That's a talent to do that. I'm more like, so I grew up painting like Bob Ross style. I mean, that's what my grandma taught me. But
then you started doing a lot of manga. You showed us a lot of the manga. That was pretty
cool.
cool.
Yeah, but that was old school. That was from forever ago. Like when I worked at Vandermeer, and now I haven't worked at Vandermeer in almost 20 years.
Yeah, but that's so big now again. Like it's made it return. That stuff you can make some good money.
Right? Dragon Ball Z has been a hot thing for a long. I mean, and it's way bigger now than it ever was when I was watching it.
Right.
But yeah, you're right. Anime.
Yeah. I call it manga because I have all the Japanese ones. And just so you know, when you read a manga comic, you read it from right to left. It's backwards. Yeah, I know. Thrift Minds. Ryan bought 7 books, and he looked at it and he goes, "Well, why can't I read this right? What's going on?" I'm like, "Dude." So I PM'd him. I was like, "You got to stop the back of the book and go the other way." He's like, "Right, that's dumb." I'm like, "No, that's how it is."
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, what happened, Darlene?
Oh,
No.
it's all good.
That's all good. Yep. So, yeah, Kimmy, 2 more weeks. Street Outlaws is going to be up in New Hampshire.
Nice.
Yeah. So, me, Ryan and Pam, Dab Kitty, we're going to meet up there in Epping. Yeah. We're
I'm so jealous. I love Pam. She's my unicorn.
Yeah.
And Nicole, I mean, she's one of my like OGs.
Right.
I've known her when I was my other YouTube name, which was Life of Kimberly before so she's awesome though.
Yeah, we're all going to meet up in Epping, and we're all going to go meet at a restaurant and just hang out, just do a New England meetup. And
oh, that's cool.
I'll bring the camera
so cool.
up. I know Pam's going to bring the camera, and we're all just going to have, you'll see probably 3 different aspects of us all doing a meetup, but, it'll be fun.
Rick Prophet, he'll do that, and he'll even show other people filming, and then give their channel a little shout out, like go watch their view, and that's way cool. I only know, so I finally found somebody that does YouTube and is a reseller. Street Savvy is her name, and she's pretty, or her YouTube name, but I guess she's pretty known.
Yeah, I've watched her. She's pretty cool.
She shops at the same sometimes at the same bins that I go to. So I'm like, I know what she looks like. I'm gonna go stalk her.
Yeah.
You guys, I catch myself looking sometimes at the screen, and I think of I call her my girl, my good daughter, my girl from work. She used to tell me, because I'd be looking at my screen like this, and she'd say, and she'd always tell me she would slap me. She never did because she loved me. And second of all, she probably didn't quite know what I would do. But anyway, I'd be looking at something and I'd be all scrunched up. It should say, if you don't stop looking like that, I'm going to just slap that off you. And I said, what am I doing?
I can't help but think about your whole, what is it? Your big smile when I guess Casey was giving you a hard time about, what is that guy's name? Kim Jong. There we go. I can't believe I'm Jong. Yeah, that makes every time I see him on the TV now, I think of you. I never want to put the two together, but it makes my day seeing that guy on the TV. I think of my good vibe. I'm like, oh shit.
Too funny.
Oh my gosh. So all right, what's my picture gonna be? A mix between Kim Jong,
Mhm.
Cindy Lauper as
Yep, I
as,
said.
what is his name? From Culture Club,
Boy George.
Boy George, and the chick off Misery and Roseanne. What in the world would that look like?
Oh my God.
Now you done got Kimmy. Every time she sees Kim Jong, she thinks of me.
But it's nothing, no. I don't agree in the whole, I think I do every single time. I think about you talk about that story, and he does smile. That man does smile a lot. I mean, he really does. I take it as a compliment that he's so happy that apparently, you smile a lot too, I guess. I don't think you look anything like it, but that's funny though.
Well, see, you guys just don't know that. My son has called me all kinds of things, and when he's riding, now we call the dog Sammy. I mean, she's confused. It's this Samuel L. Jackson look. She's beautiful, but she gets this Samuel L. Jackson look out of her eyes. And then when I was still able to try the big hunkin' bulldog we got that was overpowering, when I first started trying to take him out on the leash, he would get the Mike Tyson look.
The Mike Tyson Matrix look.
And he's got this, tribal because he's brindle, but I never seen that marking. But when I looked up the cross between lab and pit bulls, or not pit bulls, boxers, that is a common, look on them. So he has this tribal looking tattoo thing going on his face. But when he'd want to go butt wild, all of a sudden he'll be 1 minute just so sweet, and then he'd get this look. And I said, no, you don't. And next thing I know, he'd be trying to drag me. So I'd be out there hollering, you better stop, Mike Tyson. Wipe that Mike Tyson look off your face. I know people, I don't know what my neighborhood thought. But you know what? He does. He would get this switching that look, but poor Bailey. She's so beautiful and sweet.
Funny. This morning, I probably scared the heck out of my neighbors. I had my ex-daughter-in-law, my grandson's mommy. She just had a baby on Sunday, and so we've been babysitting their dog, who's just a little tiny dog, lace base, and she's been like, when her and my son were married, that's when they got that dog. So that dog is like always gets babysat by grandma and grandpa. And so here I am this morning with my walker, with the dog on a leash, walking my 6-year-old grandson up to the bus stop. And he's like dragging his feet and whining, Nana, feel my head. Am I sick? Feel my head, because he didn't want to go to school. And I'm like, oh, come on. We got to get to the bus. We got to get to the bus. And then the dog starts to squat. And I'm like, oh, no, you don't. I did not bring a bag. I was like, oh my Lord.
You guys
can make it.
I'll be out there hollering, Riley, concentrate. I can't be out here all day. But no, when I had my daycare, we'd have a pool guy that come and took care of the pool. So I was over there one day, and my little Jack Russell, her name was Baby, and Glory, old lady dog, was out of her first litter. But anyway, I take Baby out, and I'm hollering at her, Baby, I'm gonna beat you if you don't come here. And then I'm thinking, I got a daycare. He knows I have a daycare. So I made sure I walked over and I said, look, I'm not hollering at the kid. That's my dog's name. He just laughed. He said, oh, no. But
I'm going to think of you now. Yeah, I could. That's hilarious to think about. Maybe that guy thought for a second, especially for yelling out, concentrate. Is that what you told Casey when you were trying to potty train him? Concentrate. Concentrate. Oh, that's funny. You
I
make
love these animals. I don't know what I'd do. I took, I don't know how many pictures of her and my husband last night, but she just was like, wanted to just flop over. She thinks she owns a bed, and she's a little bit big now, so, and we'll be getting bigger. And then the cat will get by his belly, and then the dog will be right up under his back legs at his butt. And I'm like, well, baby, eventually they move on my side. So they do end up, next thing I know, I can't move my legs because the cat's on my right side and the dog is on my left side. So, yes, that's my story.
Sticking to it.
Sticking to it. Yeah, 8 minutes to church. Yep. Time check.
I know, that's another thing I'll do. But today I have not, you guys, I haven't swiped my computer with my fingers, so I'm doing real good. I haven't.
Listen,
Yeah, every time we're on Monday, you'll be like, yeah, and Pink. Oh, I hit the computer again. Oh, Pink. She has this. I'm talking to you. No, you don't need to touch the screen.
you know what I got to do? I got to go smoke my cigarette before I switch over to Porch Church Network. Don't even say it, Derek. Don't even say it. I got to go smoke my cigarette, and I'm going to do it.
I wish we could play some background music, just some soothing gospel, like if it wasn't even words to it. I just wish. I just don't know how they do that. So far, Casey hasn't.
You have to go on to SoundCloud, go into gospel, and find someone that is not had any copyrighted. Put their name in on the computer, and just you give them the credit for that music, and then you can do it.
All right, I'll see you all in the Porch Church chat. I'm gonna go smoke.
All right, Tracy, did you get what Barrett said?
Yeah, you can look up copyright-free gospel music on YouTube.
Yeah,
but I think that'd be pretty good to do.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys look too. Before I forget, Tracy, I did hear from my ex-sister-in-law. I won't name her name because I only have one two sister-in-laws from my first marriage. But anyway, I thought they had sent her to Atlanta, but they changed their mind because there's nothing that they can do for her cancer since it's all over. So I was messaged today and told that they kept her here and that now I don't understand, but it is her option to stay on chemo, but they did tell her that there's nothing, the chemo won't help.
No, right.
And that they're pretty much keeping her comfortable, but they have to give you that option if you still want to take it. Mm-hmm. So they hooked her up today to a bag to where she'll still be getting it.
Right.
But it's a long story on her, and I told her that, look up this video if the girl, she's wife number 4, so out of 5. So anyway, so now I'm wife 2, she's wife 4. But I told her she's keeping my sister-in-law's husband company while he's having to go through this. Mm. So anyway, she steps out a few times to let me know how things are going. And I'm glad because I lost contact for so many years. And you might divorce a person, but I loved the family.
Right.
And that sister-in-law, I really, really loved her. I mean, me and her were married. I just, but anyway, so I understand how the girl's feeling now because that's been her sister forever in her heart. So anyway, you guys pray for this family, which, yes, Adam. Yeah. Yeah. He has.
Dudes around.
I'm just glad I was only in it 2.5 years. That's just, I mean, I didn't know him but a month when I got married. But then again, me and Kevin asked me to marry him on the first date. So
I thought it was going to be one of those shotgun marriages. After a month, shot, get over here.
oh, my mom reminds me, and I know I got 3 minutes, but my mom reminds me, he didn't really want to marry you. And he told your daddy that, and he didn't want to. And I'm like, well, you know what? Dad would have told me.
The way you're acting is like he was like Jethro. He just kept on trying to get what's her name, the secretary in the at the bank, Mr. Drysdale's secretary.
Yes, Anne Hathaway.
Yeah.
No, is it Anne Hathaway? Yes.
Was it Anne?
Or is that the Miss
Anne
Hathaway?
Hathaway is the lady that's now.
Okay, so Miss Hathaway was the secretary at the bank.
But remember, Jethro always wanted. How you doing, Miss Hathaway? Would you like to go out on a date tonight?
Well, I tell you, and I was told the only reason that I asked you to marry me that night was because Alabama beat Auburn or something like that, and I'm like, oh, gee, thanks. I got me a kid out of it, so okay. And I'm okay with that. And then I met Kevin, so God blessed me. And
I guess it was love at first sight. No, it was love at first double barrel in your face. Like
just since this is about to go into church, Porch Church, I just can't even. My dad, I can't even tell my dad what I told my dad about me and Kevin. But I did not even date anybody in between. It was like, I don't know. I still remember, you guys are so vivid. I still remember when I pulled up the day before Father's Day to get my ex his Father's Day gift. I pulled up back here, and all of a sudden, I mean, Frances told me that her son and his girlfriend were down from Noonan, and I hadn't met him yet. I met the other two. And so I pull up in a car, and I get out, and I have on my little shorty shorts. Never been that tan, never been that cute before. I didn't feel like. And there's her son just standing at the back and just, and I'm like, hey. And, I asked him about his mom and come on in the house. And I did find out 2 years later that he peeked out the window. And when he saw me, he was like, oh, man, And then he said some stuff to his mama that, anyway, the rest is history. We ended up together. And I just, I remember, now I was married. You guys got to understand, 2.5 years. This man was like, anybody can have, just go. But I don't know. There was this look that, that I caught out of my husband's, not my husband at the time, but even, and when I left, I thought, well, maybe somebody out there does look at me different. And then, on Father's Day, my ex walked out on me and my baby. She had just turned a year old. In May 31st and June 15th, he walked out that door. And that was it.
Okay, Darlene, we got to start heading out, baby.
You're going to get yelled at by Casey, Darlene. I'm going to get yelled at by Casey.
Yeah, it's like, hey, we're going to get killed over here.
Okay, let me see. I got to stop this one, and then he'll send me the link
to that one. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love you all.
See you guys in the next room.
Yep, I put the info in your chat. So, all right. Love you.
Bye, guys.